What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Uh, Appreciate y'all coming through. The game is started in the rain. Here's why the pitch. My name is Larry, one half of the DIXON Way. My beautiful wife Sean's the other half, and we provide you guys with live commentary on all our favorite sports teams. From the Braves, the Hawks, the Falcons, the Dream, the Bulldogs, even my wife Gators. 2-1 account. Perez is pitching. Yep, the Hobbit. What's up, man? What's going on, Breezy? That ball missed. 3-1 to count. Let me get this chat up here. Yep, it is raining right now. Here's one to pitch. That ball hit right there. Ozzie Albies grabs it. Throws over the batio. That's out number one. Let's go. Royals, how you doing? Appreciate you coming through. Welcome to the stream. How about watching every Braves game? No, because sometimes we do Atlanta Dreams games and they conflict. So, but every game that I'm able to do, yeah, I have. Here's one to pitch. One of those account, Lindor at the bat. Here's the one to pitch. Swing got a miss. Like yesterday, I missed the game yesterday. But I heard that the reason why Bryce Elder had that bad inning, here's one to pitch, and that ball stroked in the left field, base hit. Lindor gets on. Is because it was supposed to be a strike him out, throw him out, get out the inning with no score. But the home plate umpire would not award Bryce Elder a challenge on the pitch. He said it was too late. But Elder was challenging at as he was throwing because he didn't call a strike. Umpire said it was too late. Here's the one to pitch. Umpire was just too lazy. That's all. But we just had a horrible weekend of umpiring in New York. So they just followed us here. Here's one to pitch. Strike at the knees. Good pitch by Perez. Perez has definitely been a great pitcher for us this season. A very good pitcher for us. Eating up innings. Definitely didn't expect that out of the 38, 39-year-old. Definitely doing great work, though. Here's one to pitch. Natasha in the building. Breeze in the building. Daniel Berry in the building. Royal in the building. The Hobbit in the building. Appreciate all you guys coming through. That's something for all you guys. Let's get it. 1 and 2 is the count. Here's one to pitch. That ball a little bit too low. 3-1 to count again. All right. Perez is definitely heavy on the control. You got him in the rain. You know, pitching in the rain, that's going to kind of hurt his grip. Here's one to pitch. Strike. 3 and 2 to count. He ain't going to blow nobody by. It's all on guile and deception, you know. 3 and 2 to count. Full count. Bubba Shed up the bat. Batting .264 in the season. Here's the one that pitch. That ball hit right up the middle. Might be a double play. That's one. That's two. Let's go. Yes, sir. Great job by Perez inducing that double play. Great defense by Ozzie and Jarvis. Love to see it. You double play chair in the chat, please. Yes, sir. Go sit down. All right. So that's a quick 1, 2, 3 inning. The hard way. Let's go ahead and get some runs scored, please. Braves fans in their ponchos. Got the umbrellas. I mean, they really ain't fair to people behind you, you having an umbrella. Just being honest. You're sitting in a chair. Somebody got an umbrella. This a redhead Spencer Strider? Don't he look like Spence, but with red hair? Got the red mustache? Here's one to pitch. That ball hit right there in the middle, but second baseman got it. Quickly throws him out on 2 pitches. 1 out. Simeon with the good defense. That pitch missed. 1-0's the count. Let's go, Ronald. Ronald batting .243 on the season. Here's one to pitch, swing and a miss. 97 mile per hour, high fastball, blew it right past him. Never had a chance. 1-1's the count. Here's one to pitch. 93 mile per hour cutter. Fouled that off. 1-2 is the count. That was off the strike zone. McLean got the best spin rate in Major League Baseball on curveball. The best spin rate. Here's one to pitch. Won't worry about that. High fastball, 97 mile per hour out of the strike zone. Fouled off. Still 1-2 is the count. Second worst sweeper and worst cutter in the league. So if he throw a cutter or a sweeper, crush it. Here's one to pitch. That ball hit right up the middle. Same alignment. Like the same alignment for Ronald is for Drake. And one's left-handed, one right-handed. That's no bueno. All right, Matteo at the bat. Batting .266 on the season, 34 home runs, 72 RBIs. That ball inside. One over the count. Here's the one to pitch. And Matteo popped that up shallow center, and that's out number 3. So 1, 2, 3, very easy. The Braves go down. Mets got a hit. We do not. 0-0 going to the top half of the second inning. In the midst of a rain event. Braves don't want to have to play a double hitter. They do have a game tomorrow. I guess the rain going to move up out of here, though. And that's why they're going and risking it. Must not be any lightning. All right, we've turned the most double plays in the major leagues. 40 double plays turned since July the 1st. The most. Okay. Since July the 1st, excuse me. Here's one to pitch. That ball low and inside. Ball. 1-0's the count. Curveball. 76 mile per hour. 1-0 to count. Here's the one to pitch. Swing and a miss. 82 mile per hour changeup. 1-1 is the count. Swing and a miss. Change up. 82 mile per hour. Just outside the strike zone. Good pitch. Robert Jr. batting .211 on the season. Here's the one to pitch. That ball fouled off. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. What's up, Addison? How you doing? Appreciate you coming through. That sounded for you. Here's the one to pitch. That ball a little bit too low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs. We just started this inning. Here's the one to pitch. That ball popped up. Sky high. Austin Riley underneath it. And that's out number 1. In foul territory. 1 down, 2 to go. Here's the one to pitch. That ball hit right out the middle. Great defense by JJ. Yes, sir, JJ. Great defense. 2 outs. Great defensive stop by JJ. Jimmy Jarvis. Definitely defensive player of the game. And great stab by Matty O. Oh, my goodness. Matty O had the toe on the bat. I don't know if he had a toe. They might review that. Ooh, if it was a cleat. Yeah, he might have came off of there. I don't know. I can't tell. Oh, right there. Right there. Right there. That last little push on the toe. That last push on the toe. Foot slide off. Toe. Toe. Oh, that's it right there. Nope, he never got it back. Nope, he never got it back. Nope, he never got it back. Should have did a split. Nope, he never got it back. That's a great angle. That's it right there. He's safe. He's safe. Good call. Good effort. Good effort by both players. That's not an error. That's just a base hit. That's not an error. That's just a base hit. Kenneth Clark in the building. Magic Man in the building. Todrick in the building. What's going on, guys? Appreciate you coming through. Here's one of the pitch. That ball popped up. Infield pop-up. Looked like Ozzie underneath it. He got it. It's out number 2. Looking up in the rain. Do I want to trade Ryan Howard? Heck no. Nobody want to trade Ryan. I just want her to attack the basket. She slumped herself by not attacking the basket. Becoming one-dimensional, just shooting jumpers. Like she Nas Hillman or something. Like, what? Tag the basket, right? She's too good defensively for me to, especially with having Jordan Canada out there. We gotta have Rye. Like Jordan Canada and Alicia try to play defense, but I mean they get abused too. But more so Canada than anybody on this team. David Starks in the building. What up, fam? Appreciate you coming through. That's time for you. Let's get it. Magnificent Magic Man in the building. Two and one to count. Here's the one to pitch that ball way too low. 3-1 to count. It's been a lot of 3-1s. All you got to run at first base with 2 outs. Nobody on. Alvarez up the bat, batting .257 on the season. Don't treat this dude like he's a super hitter. Here's one to pitch. Ball, Waltham. We got 2 runners on with 2 outs. That's not the way. This is not the way. The Mandalorian would not be pleased with this. This is not the way. Defending the mound. Martin Perez is 4th in starts, 4th in innings, and tied with 5th in tied with for 5th in wins among active lefties. Okay. Polanco batting 140. Yeah, that's the out right here. Strike right at the knees. Challenge it, Mr. 140. All right, Addison. This dude batting 140. I ain't worried about him. Polanco ain't doing nothing but gonna Polunk it right into one of these guys' hands. Here's the one in the pit. Swing at a mess again. 140. This the out. What's up, promo? Yeah, we got Elder, but we also got umped. We got umped last night. I had to find out what happened. Here's one in the pitch. Swing at him, miss. Get him up out of here. 3 pitches. Let's go. Like I said, he batted 140. I was not worried about him. Get him up out of there. All right, we need to get some runs in the rain. We need to get like 4 runs in this rain. Let them call it. Get to the 5th inning. Let them call it. Be like, that's it. We ain't got no extra time. You can't stop the rain when it starts to fall. Here you go, son. Okay, let me fix it for you. Here you go. Here you go. Going in the mat. I charge. You want me to charge that one? Yes. All right. You can't stop the rain when it starts to fall. Yeah. That's right. Appreciate that chair in the chat. Appreciate that chair in the chat. Let's go. What you gonna do, Pippin? Go sit down. Not for the Braves promo. Not for the Braves. Braves suck in the rain. What's Perez pitch count? 31. 31. All right, now slow down a little bit. "31 pitches, 17 thrown for strikes." That's only in 2 innings. Here's one to pitch. Money might foul that off. Gonna start giving him MVP chat soon. Monkey business in the building. Monkey business south side. That's something for both of them. Let's go. Combo play. 2 for 1. Look at that. 2 and 1 to count. Bars. Here's a one to pitch. That ball way too high. 3 and 1 to count. Good eye by Money Mike. Let's go. And I don't know why, Southside. These dudes suck. I don't know why they making us throw a lot of pitches. Money Mike, walk. Let's go. Walk it out in the chat. Let's go. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. Here we go. Can you feel me flow? Hey. Ozzie Albies up the bat. Here's the one to pitch. That ball way outside. Good eye. 1 of those to count. Don't get yourself out like Ronald and Baldwin did. No patience. Here's the one to pitch. 2 and 0 to count again. Let him get it out. Oh, I'm free to spoil it all I want to now. Guys, if you ain't seen Spider-Man Brand New Day yet, I feel sorry for you. Here's one to pitch. Gene Great. Savage Hope. So 2 and 1 to count. That spider tracker at the end credits was BS. That should have never happened. That's the only thing I ain't like about the movie. The end credits didn't make no sense. Because what the spider tracker was, it couldn't have happened there. It couldn't have happened like that. Yeah, Spider-Man was awesome. Two and 2 to count. It was big potatoes, not small potatoes. But it had a small potato story. But the movie was big potatoes. 2 and 2 to count. When you see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. Money Mike way off base. He about to steal this. Oh my, yeah, I told you he was about to steal that. He did though. That was a horrible attempt at a base steal. He pretty much tipped it off. He pretty much tipped that off. That was a horrible base steal. That was a horrible attempt. He had no momentum towards the base. Yeah, dude, he smacked you all up in the face. You never had a chance. And look at this. Ozzie Albies going back to the wall. Oh, man, I thought he hit a home run. Okay.
Magic Man 2 says, smash the like and subscribe, share the stream out. It's fast, easy, and free to do. Memberships are also available.
That was one of Michael's worst attempts at stealing the base right there. What's up, Gibby? Welcome back to the stream. I see you. Appreciate you coming through. That's time. Get it. definitely gave up momentum on that. When Dubon come up, okay, try to steal. You got Ozzie Albies coming up. Don't ruin it. And Dubon hit that thing. Oh, what a diving catch. Great catch by Ewing. That's the end of the inning. You can't stop the rain. When it starts to fall. Bray still ain't got a hit. I don't care about the red hot teams. I'm talking about the team that's struggling. That's who we struggle against, Gibby. Remember the Nationals came in here red hot. We whooped them, swept them. It's the team that's struggling I worry about. Red hot teams, we seem to focus. New York run us this year. New York run Atlanta this year. We done lost the season series to the Mets. When the last time we lost the season series to the stinking Mets? Yeah, basically. We going down the street and she's like, shame, shame, like Game of Thrones. Shame, shame, shame. The walk of shame. Leading the division by 7.5, done lost the series to the Mets. That don't even make no sense, do it? But that's what it is. That's all right. We can't worry about that now. Let's get these, let's stack these dubs. Yeah, they already won the series, yeah. Here's one the pitch. That ball hit right up the middle. Great defense by Ozzie Albies. Throws him out. And that's out number one. First pitch swinging. Appreciate ya. We need a quick inning right here. Perez definitely need a quick inning. We're in the top half of the third inning, guys. 0-0. Braves ain't got a hit yet. Them bats done went frigid. Here's one to pitch. That ball way too low. Here's one to pitch. Strike. Here's the one to pitch. That ball hit the center field. Money Mike. Nope. Giving way. And caught by Dubon. Ball popped up in the left field. Caught by Dubon. Braves on one third best home record this season in Major League Baseball. 15-3-1 series record at home. Here's the wind to pitch. Strike at the knees. Come on, Brace. Francisco Lindor back up. He got a hit. That's a ball. 1-1 is the count. Mets been hot lately, though. Here's the wind to pitch. Pretty sure. Hold up. Let me go back and look at it. Thought they just won a couple in a row. Here's the wind to pitch. 3 balls, 1 strike. We've been in this territory all game. 2 outs, nobody on. Here we go again. Here's the wind to pitch. Swing and a miss. No, popped up. Can we catch it? Nope. So Lindor the one that hit that grand slam? Lindor the one that hit the grand slam, or was it the solo shot? Here's the wind to pitch. Fouled that off, hit himself in the leg. Ha. Oh, Beatty hit it. Okay. All right. All right, come on. Come on, Braves. Three and 2 to count. Here's the wind to pitch. And it walked him.
Sergeant Gibby says. Nah, Brett Beatty.
Okay. But yeah, I heard that Bryce Elder tried to get the strike call, strike him out, throw him out, and the umpire didn't give it to us. And that led to all that. All right. And that's the end of the inning. Ozzie Albies got it. First pitch. Hit it right there. Bo Bichette. Good job, Bo Bichette. All right, we're going to the bottom half of the third. Bray still ain't got a hit. Mets only got 2 hits. 0-0.
Breezy
What
1500
rookie?
says. I think the rookie is starting Friday night.
You don't think they're going to start Tua? Tua Tagovailoa? Hey, Breezy, can you say his name correctly? Tua Tagovailoa. Tua Tagovailoa. Say it 3 times quickly, like Beetlejuice. I just did. I don't even know what you're saying.
Sergeant Gibby says. Twatarn Dabalova.
Magic Man
Magic
talking
Man 2
craziness.
says. Cooper Rush QB1.
Georgia Dog in the building. What's going on, fam?
Georgia Dog S6H says. Good evening, Larry.
All right, Breezy. So now you done fell out with Tua Tagovailoa? Now it's not Tua job? What is that? What is that on the Braves bench? A hand warmer. Is that a hand warmer or a hand massager? We're not keeping Tua after this season. How you know? What if Tua takes us to the playoffs? He's gonna be retained. Watch for $50 million. Oh my God. We're gonna pay Tua $50 million if we make the playoffs. I can't. Here's one in the pitch. 3-0 to count. Let's go. You can challenge all you want to. Yes, walking. He's still walking. Yeah, it's like, bro, I ain't playing that foolishness. That thing ain't nowhere near the plate. That thing like 3 inches, like what? 2 inches off the plate. Stop playing, man. Oh no, actually it was closer. 1.5. Yep. Bam, boy, I'm good. 1.5 off the plate. Stop playing. Facts, Magic Man. But we always go 8-9. The same thing we did last year, Gibby. Zoink. It's Gibby and the brain. Zoink. On one account. Austin Riley at the bat. Here's the one in the pitch. Austin Riley pops it up sky high. Please go foul. We got to run on first base with no outs. Can we do something with it, though? We'll see. Yes, Tua is here to get us in the playoffs. Oh, into the count. Austin Riley. Here's the one in the pitch. That was a defensive swing. He just glad he hit the ball. He just glad he made wood on it. That's right. Pinky in the brain. It's Gibby in the brain. Same time we did. Oh, swing and a miss. How did I know that was going to happen? Womp. Austin Riley strikes out swinging. Wumpity the womp. Womp. It has almost been a calendar decade since we've been in the playoffs, man. In the world of what are you saying? Things being equaled out. How do you miss the playoffs 8 straight years? Parody. Oh, that ball hit, but right to somebody. With how parody is supposed to be, babe? How do we miss the playoffs 8 straight years?
Because we suck. That's why. Bad coaching, bad playing, all of that. You ask the question, I ain't gonna hold back.
Oh no!
I'm not.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Here's one to pitch. Oh no!
What?
Oh no! Magic Man said if you could Frankenstein Penix and Tua together and end up with a quarterback, he'll still be on IR. What? What? Breezy said 2 awful coaches the last 5 years. That's how one reason. What about the other 3 years? So we let Dan Quinn off the hook. There's no A or there's no A or R in those places in my wife's name, Kenneth.
Huh? You know everybody don't know how to spell my name.
Thank you, Georgia Dog.
It's okay.
He said it's Shonda, Kenneth,
It's
not
okay.
Sandra. I didn't marry no Sandra. Chandra. My bad, Chandra. Yeah, I ain't married no Chandra. I promise y'all. What you say? All right, Shonda said so. Cooper Rush is gonna take over week 6. What? After Tua and Penix go down with injury, he would lead y'all to the playoffs. Cooper Rush ain't leading us to nothing but to the #1 pick. Cooper Rush start one game. We no limit soldier. I thought I told ya. I thought I told ya. Snitch, get your mind right. I thought I told ya. Snitch, get your mind right. Dum dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum dum dum. Hey, baby, we might have to get that sounder. If it go like that, baby, we might have to get that sounder.
I told you how I feel. I'm going to get ready now.
Hey, that's out. Ritter and Koo are available. Who want them? Dan Quinn shot himself in the foot. Both feet. All his toes, then his feet. Then his ankles, then his knees. Yeah, he got my phone. Thank you. Thank you. Just put it right there. Calm down. Larry, calm down, son. Put it right there. All right, go to mama. Go to mama. Thank you. Whoa, that pitch almost missed him. To know the count. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball hit right there to Ozzie. Great defensive play by Ozzie. Stumbles and couldn't get it. All right. Almost a great defensive play, but base hit. Another infield base hit. Another infield base hit. You can't fumble the ball with them. Great defensive play. Oh my goodness, it almost went through his webbing. Wow. You know me, I think that Major League Baseball players will fix their webbing in every game, but that ball almost went through his webbing. Ozzie need a new glove. Here's one in the pitch. Did y'all see that? That ball held on by the skin of some webbing. I know you can tighten it up real quick, but you got to tighten it in, tie that thing. Here's one in the pitch. Ball too low, one of those count. It was almost through the webbing. Hopefully in the building, one of our members. Appreciate you coming through, fam. I see you.
Hopefully Hopeful 7 says, let's go Braves.
Here's the one in the pitch. That's a ball. We can't throw strikes. Luckily, they're not crushing. Larry, your mama said go in the room. All right. Here's one to pitch. That ball. Foul ball. Crushed but foul. That ball way outside. 3-2 to count. And that ball hit down the line. Foul ball. Ooh-wee. That would have been another base hit. Austin Riley stopped it, but he didn't have time to throw it to second base. Exit velocity was 103.5. Okay. I would love a double play right here, Kenneth. Here's one to pitch. That don't look like a double play, though. But it's a fly out. Hey. Good job, Simeon. Formerly of the Texas Rangers. Here's one to pitch. Magic Man was over there reenacting Cheers. Magic Man was over there reenacting Cheers. He learned no lessons. Where everybody knows your name. 0-2 the count. And they're always glad you came. Here's one to pitch. Strike 3. You said it. I didn't say it. You said it. You said it. John, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Appreciate you coming through that time. That's right. Go sit down. Get him up out of here. That's right, Gibby. 2 chairs in the chat. Yeah, that's his second strikeout. All right, guys, we're going to the bottom half of the 4th inning. What we're going to do with it? Oh, no. Oh, no. Half of them were found in the pavilion? That's no bueno. I would have took one just for a collector's item. That's crazy. Welcome to the stream. He said the Mets gonna win. I don't think so. But welcome to the stream. Appreciate you coming through. That's why we watch the games. Sports is the best reality show. I got a question for you, Atlanta fans. Are you upset that Atlanta Hawks don't have any primetime games on Christmas or opening day? Are you upset, guys, that Atlanta Hawks won't be a marquee game? I mean, we were the only team to beat the Knicks 2 games in the playoffs last season. Personally, I'm not. We really don't do well when we got the spotlight like on us like that. Ronald Acuna Jr. first pitch popping it up, selfish. That's out number one, just that fast. David Stark said no. Magic Man said that shouldn't be games on holidays, period. Let the players be with their family. You know better than that, Magic Man. You got everybody at home. Yeah, I'm taking advantage of everybody being at home. Make y'all watch this game. What I think the NBA need to do, the NBA need to make games on Thanksgiving. Since the NFL making games on Christmas. That's what I think. What's good for the goose. But I do feel you, though. In the grand scheme of things, that would be nice. That would be nice. No games on holidays. Let it be for the families. I agree with that. You ain't gonna get no corporate muckety mucks to agree with us. But I agree with that, Magic Man. Here's one to pitch. There you go, Magic Man. Yep. Here's the one to pitch. And that's a weakly hit ball. And that's out number one. I mean, out number two, excuse me. At least Matty O kind of worked the count. McLean out here looking like one of the Yankees pitchers. McLean is beasting us. Golly. Money Mike induced a walk earlier. Here's one to pitch. Same situation. One of those count. Like Money Mike, the only one got an eye for the strike zone. Here's the one to pitch. Swing fouled off. Here's the one to pitch. That ball chopped in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Why are we holding up a Cracker Jack bat? Here's one to pitch. 2-2 to count. Here's the one to pitch. Strike 3, looking at it. Little mama. It's getting ready to go to sleep time. All right, we're going to the top half of the 5th inning. This game going by lickety split. We're at an hour. Almost an hour. We're at 58 minutes. 58 minutes. And we're already in the 5th inning. Georgia Dog McGirt was not a happy camper where he should release the purse strings and allow Alex to spend more money. How about that? Or maybe he's upset that we got a lot of money on here that's not producing. He could be upset about that. You got to spend money to make money. DJ Shire in the building. Can we score, please? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. Larry, go in that room. You hear your mama calling you. Close the door. Welcome back to the stream, fam. I see you. We used a lot of runs in that win streak. Winning 12-4. We could have run 6-4 and saved the runs for a rainy day like today. But when you depend on the long ball, that's what it is. Here's a wind the pitch, swing and a miss. Man, he threw that change up right in the middle of the strike zone. Oh my goodness. That was a meatball. Yeah, that meatball sandwich he's showing right there, that's what he just threw. Boy, they be eating good up in that booth. Here's the one to pitch. That ball fouled off. Pop it up. Yeah, it's underneath it. That's out number one. Look like the sun's popping out. No more rain. I see the sunshine shining on the buildings. The rain is gone. Here's the one in the pitch. And that ball hit the center field. Money Mike looking at it. Goes to his left, tracks it. He's out. One pitch. Needed that. All right, get another pop up real quick, Perez. Well, no, it don't matter. This is it for you. Top half of the fifth. We not dare go 6 innings with you. We not there. Hopeful said our offense. I'll let Hopeful say it.
Hopefully,
They're
Hopeful
members.
7 says, our offense is still on the game delay.
Facts. Here's the one to pitch. That ball way too low. Low and outside. Oh, yeah, the sun is beaming. No more rain. Yeah. Here's the one to pitch. That ball fouled off. Oh, crank that fastball up to 90. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Here's the one to pitch. And that ball hit right to Ozzie Albies. He drops it, picks it back up, throws him out. And that's out number 3. Oh, let's go, man. Going to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Yeah. And the Braves still ain't got a hit. Not a hit, not a run, but a hit. We ain't got a hit. Not a run. Not a run. Not a run scored. A hit. This not Schittler. This ain't Max Fried. This ain't the Miz. This is a random Mets pitcher. You got to be kidding me, bro. You got to be kidding me. I mean, not necessarily. They only got 2 hits. Gibby, they only got 2 hits. Ugh. We sure do play down to our competition, though. We are very fortunate to have that monster first month and a half of the season. Here's one to pitch. All right, Perez, he gonna put his hand in the hand warmer. That's a strike, curveball. 0-2 the count. Ozzie Albies behind the count. Here's the one to pitch. That ball fouled off. Still 0-2 the count. This will be the fourth pitch at that bat. Here's the one to pitch. Ozzie Albies got a hold of one. It's going back, no doubt, in the chop house. Let's go. 0-2 count. He threw a meatball. We'll take it. Let's go. Ozzie Albies straight to the chop house. Table for one. He just smoked that thing. Let's go. Chops in the chat. Whee. Let's go. On the 0-2 count, he left a meatball hanging out there. Let's go. Dubon trying to go back to back. He just popped it up. Foul ball. That's how you break a no-hitter. Yeah. That's how you break a no-hitter. No. Woohoo. Here's a one in the pitch. That ball fouled off. Man, that man up there hacking and chopping. Let's go.
Hopefully Hopeful 7 says, I called that.
Well, call another one, Hopeful. Call another one. We need it. Here's a one in the pitch. That ball fouled off. 1-2 is the count. Larry, why are you taking my tomahawk? Why come back here with my tomahawk? That's a messy hot dog. I'm just here to say. May I have my hot? Oh, that might be one. Going back. Oh, pop up. May I have my tomahawk, please? Thank you. Oh, you want to trade? What? I don't. See? Go get the pad and then give me the No, I want the tomahawk, please. Tomahawk, please. Thank you. Can you go get Daddy a Coca-Cola? Here's one to pitch. That ball rocketed down the line, but foul ball. Can you get Daddy a Coca-Cola, please? Thank you. See, that's too much on the hot dog. See? I would never like that hot dog. That's too much. Thank you. I don't have it. Ask Mama. That's not the phone. That's the back massager, son. I had to put it up. Okay? I had to put the phone up. Yeah. That's okay. Go to Mama. Ask Mama. Go ask Mama. I'll be careful. Don't want this Coke on my... Oh, yeah. Larry like walking around and chopping. Once he see me chopping, Oh no, that wasn't how much they were when we paid for it, Georgia Dog. Georgia Dog. They were not $7. Babe, one of these tomahawks like $14, $15? Yeah, ain't no way. Yeah, them tomahawks way more than that, man. Them tomahawks like $15, $20. It was at the Brave store, the little mini one. Well, y'all got us, Georgia Dog. Y'all jacked up the price of Father's Day. One and two of the count. Here's the one to pitch. Here's the one to pitch. That ball popped up by Olson Riley. Well, at least he went 5 pitches. Oh, they almost collided. But he caught it. That's out number 3. All right, that's the end of the 5th inning. And the Braves lead 1-0. Only hit in the game was a home run. All right, thank all you guys for coming in, man. My name is Larry. One half of the DIXON Way. My beautiful wife, Sean's the other half. And we provide you guys with live commentary, all our favorite sports teams. From the Braves, the Hawks, the Falcons, the Dream, the Bulldogs, even my wife, Gators. Appreciate you coming through. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the commentary, the content. If you do, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, ding, ding, to get all our latest videos. Also, guys, for those that do like hockey, North Point Mall has been approved. There's been a development company. They're going to step in, and basically North Point Mall is going to be where the new arena for the NHL team. They're going to play up 300. 400 at North Point Mall. Because North Point Mall is pretty much deserted. We went to eat last Sunday over at the Cheesecake Factory there. But yeah, that mall is pretty much deserted. Like everything is built up around it now, but the mall is pretty much deserted. Only JC Penney's is left really. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna demo that and they're gonna make that into one of those communities. Basically gonna make the battery. They're gonna make the battery and then build the stadium around it. That's what they're doing. Same thing they're doing downtown Atlanta with Centennial Yards. The battery is awesome. Centennial Yards, I hope it fails. Here's the one in the pitch. If my owner cared about my basketball team, I would care about Centennial Yards. Now I got to see what this new development across the street is for the Braves. Are they going to put it into the team? with the more parking and stuff like that. Because that's all what we want. Here's the wind the pitch. We want our team to be competitive. You got this great loyal fan base. Don't hit us with the only salary cap in Major League Baseball. Here's the wind the pitch. That's Tony Wrestler's project, because Tony Wrestler won't put none of that money back into the Hawks. He bought the Hawks, in my opinion, to get that property down there. That's what he really wanted to do. And Perez walked him on 4 pitches. All right, so we got 1 out and a runner at first base. In my opinion, he bought the Hawks so he could get that land to develop Centennial Yards. It was never about the Hawks. It was always about Centennial Yards. Remember, he didn't even like basketball. Out of his own mouth, he said, I wasn't even a basketball fan. I bought it because my son liked basketball. So really, he really got no ties. Yeah, he invested now since he's owned the team for so long. But really and truthfully, yeah. He wanted that land to get this development. Here's one to pitch. And that ball hit the center field. Runner's going to be on the corners because Ronald ain't out there. They definitely challenging that on. All right, so runners on the corners. We went out. And just like that, the Mets are threatening. We went out. Need a double play right here so we can get up out of this inning. The bad thing is we are actively trying to stay out of the luxury tax. Not the apron one, the luxury tax. We're over the cap, but not in the luxury tax. Or just over the luxury tax. But that's our model. All we did was make sure that Jalen Johnson is the highest paid player, and that is the roof. And anybody coming here have to expect they're going to make less money than Jalen Johnson because he's a franchise player, and he's only making $30 million a year for the next 3 years. And once we don't win a championship with him, we're going to put all that burden on Kingston Flemings. If Kingston Flemings is who we hope he is. But yeah, it's a never-ending cycle, guys. You can't win like that. Not a championship. You can't. Here's one to pitch. There's only 2 players of note that have won the championship without multiple All-Stars. That's Hakeem Olajuwon, his first championship. That's when Michael Jordan retired, first season. And Nikola Jokic. That's it. That's the list. Good job, Larry. That's the list, guys. That's the list. And you only have a slight period to make those moves. 1-2 is the count. Here's the one to pitch. Jalen Johnson, with his cheap contract right now, was primed to get another player that's either equal or better to him with a higher salary. That's how the Knicks did it. That's how a lot of teams do it. but we chose not to. Here's one the pitch because we didn't want anyone making more money than Jalen Johnson because we are handing the keys over to him. Period. Jaylen Brown wanted a team that he can be the leader of, and the Hawks didn't want to do that. All right, double play. Let's go. 1, 2. Yes. Called it. Larry Damas. Let's get it. Way to turn that double play. Let's get it. Go sit in. Double play chair in the chat. Yes, sir. DP chair in the chat.
Sergeant Gibby says, DP.
Yep. Now let's go get some runs. Absolutely.
Sergeant Gibby says, nice way to get out of that. Now go get him some more runs.
Even with that said, guys, I do feel good about the team. With the Hawks, better than most. I would have felt better with Jaylen Brown, obviously, because that would have led to LeBron being here. It's ironic that would have been the best scenario for Tony Wrestler. You know what I'm saying? And everything around there to pop like how the Battery does. The Battery is built on a tradition of winning, of Braves country and Braves fans being not just in Atlanta, but all around the Southeast and all around the United States and all around the world. It's people that plan vacations to go to the Braves game for a weekend or two each season. You don't have that with the Atlanta Hawks. So if you would have got JB and LeBron come here, you build in all the LeBron fans and the media, all the national games and stuff like that. You would have had all of that. It would have been the best way to boost off Centennial Yards ever. Centennial Yards would have been right there with the Battery. Right there with it. You get a 2-year Kickstarter with LeBron. Everything down there would have been jumping. Everything. Here's one to pitch. Strike. What's up, Natasha? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. I see you. Going to the count. Let's go, JJ. Here's one to pitch. That ball way too high. Good eye. All right, the Braves are winning 1-0 right now, guys. Bottom half of the 6th. This game is moving right along. Pitching duel. Appreciate that thumbs up, Breeze. Hey, that's look like a strike. Close. Glad he ain't challenge it. Appreciate that thumbs up, fam. I see you. Here's one to pitch. JJ chops in the ground. Second baseman got it. Throws him out. Simeon. All right, that's out number 1. That was too much like perfect. Here's one to pitch. Nah, I don't think they're saying that, Gibby. I mean, we done hit a little rut, but we can get out of it. Here's one to pitch. That's some great company right there. Gary Sanchez, Mike Piazza, Yogi Berra, and Will Smith for the first 220 games. Top 5 all time. That is elite company. And that's where him starting to slump, guys. Once he figured out what they're doing to him, he's going to blow them out of the water for a 3-year total, in my opinion. Here's one to pitch. That ball fouled off. Here's the one pitch, strike. And Baldwin down looking. Oh my goodness. What a filthy curveball. Here's the one pitch, ball up. Ronald ducking back. 1-0's the count. Here's the one pitch, 2-0 to count. Let's go. Good eye by Ronald. Hey, not swinging at the second pitch, huh? Here's the one pitch. Look at that. Imagine that. Imagine not swinging and not getting yourself out. What if I told you? Hey, I got to do it like the 30 for 30s. What if I told you if you didn't swing, you would get on base? 3-0 to count. Ground out, fly out. 1-0 was on 2 pitches. The other was on the 3rd pitch. That was ball 4. He hasn't thrown you a strike yet, Ronald. In 3 at-bats. He hasn't thrown you a strike. He hasn't thrown you a strike, Ronald. Ronald, he's not throwing you a strike. Here's the one to pitch. He has not thrown you a strike, Ronald. Ronald, he hasn't thrown you a strike. He literally has not thrown you a strike, bro. All right, 3-2 to count. Here's the one to pitch. That was the first strike he threw. That was the first strike he threw, and Ronald didn't even run that out. He would have beat it if he ran it out. Yeah, Ronald in his own head, man. That's pitiful. That's disgusting right there. That's actually disgusting. All right, we're going to the top half of the 7th inning. That was actually disgusting. Come on, Ronald. You got to be better than that. Ronald, you got to be better than that, Ronald. Ronald, he didn't throw you one strike. He threw you one strike, and that's the one you guarded and hit it weakly to shortstop. But the thing is, he was so deep in the hole, he threw it funny. You could have beat that out if you was hustling down the line. All right, whatever. All right, 1-0. Y'all content with one? I guess Gibby was right. They content with 1 run. Y'all putting so much pressure on our pitcher. So much pressure on our pitchers, man. We got to be better, man. Got to be more disciplined. Those are definitely undisciplined, selfish swings. Just because it's 3-0 don't mean you have to go up there hacking, bro. He literally showed you he was not going to throw you a strike. What changed? Yeah, that was, Breezy, yeah, that was obviously selfish swings. No, none of those pitches were on the plate. Now you're 3-2. You got to protect the plate now. And he still only threw you one strike. So the one that you hit to the shortstop, that was actually a strike. You're supposed to swing at that. In this game, it definitely is, Gibby. In this game, when we're struggling to get base runners on, we're struggling to get hits. We got one hit, and that's a home run. We got one hit in the game, it's a home run by Ozzie Albies. Like, you need to get on base by hook or by crook. Here's the one to pitch. That ball, first pitch popped up. And that's out number 1. Did her in the game. Okay. Yeah, here's what it is. Here's one in the pit. Swing got a miss. Let's go, Ditter. Alvarez up the bat. Catcher. What a beautiful pitch. 0-1 account. Ditter is really night and day from his rookie season to this year. Night and day. First of all, he put on more muscle mass, more weight. Slider filthy. 0-2 the count. Nowhere near the strike zone. He was just swinging. He never had a chance, man. Righty on righty. This thing looked like it's coming to hit him in the butt. And it goes down all the way in the dirt. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball slider outside. Trying to get him to chase. He did not chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the one in the pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. All right. That ball outside, about 2 inches off the plate again. Same result. Same pitch, same result. Here's the one in the pitch. Swing got a miss. There we go. Get him up out of here. Slider. Here's brought in the strike zone. He couldn't handle it. 2 outs. That's a good spin rate on that, boy. Here's one in the pitch. And he put that right in the center of the plate, but right at Ronald. My bad, not Ronald, but yes. That's out number 3. All right. That's a very quick inning by Ditter. Applause in the chat by Ditter, man. Applause in the chat for Ditter. Yeah, my bad. I ain't give his chair. Yeah, I didn't give Ditter his chair right there. But yeah, applause in the chat also. Quick 1, 2, 3. All right, guys. Y'all know what time it is, man. Please put the musical notes in the chat to help me sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game remix. Y'all ready? I'm ready. Whole squad ready. Take
me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd.
Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever come back, cause it's root for the Ronalds. If they don't win, it's a shame. Cause it's 1,
2, 3 strikes, they're out. Indio ball game, play ball.
It's a remix, baby. Appreciate that, Gibby. Appreciate those gold coins. Let's get it.
Sergeant Gibby has donated
Appreciate
10
all the
jewels
musical
and
notes.
says sent gold coin
Thank
for
you
10
guys for
jewels.
singing along with us. All right. So the Braves got 1 hit, home run. Will that last? Who knows? Well, we got the lead right now. Putting tremendous pressure on our pitching staff to perform miracles. Don't give up 1 run. Don't give up a single solitary run to the lowly Mets. That's what they ask us to do. Can't blame somebody coming in and giving up 1 run. 1 run. Jeffrey ran. Jeffrey. Oh, this dude animated. He animated when he strike out people, huh? This boy this dude up here doing taunts like he in 2K. He jumped up and did a Spider-Man pose when he struck somebody out. This is a young kid. Here's one in the pitch. Like, really? He jumped up, did the Spider-Man pose, bro. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball way outside. He did like a hero land, like he was Miles Morales or something. I said, what's up, danger? Here we go, man. Let's go, Matty-O. You do a split on him, Matty-O. Let's go. Here's a one to pitch. And that's a walk. Yeah, split that. Walk it out. Let's go, Matty-O. Yeah, don't get yourself out. How about that? Y'all been sitting here swinging that junk the entire game. Don't get yourself out. Especially against this guy, because he's looking to embarrass you. He about to bust the Michael Jackson moonwalk on y'all. Money Mike up the bat. Here's one to pitch. And strike. Right down the middle, Money Mike. Acting like he was going to bunt it. Pitcher charged the mound. That's actually a good thing. Could be some confusion. Here's the one to pitch. That ball way outside. 1-1 is the count. Let's go. Yeah, Gibby, that's exactly how you do it. Let's take your walk. You ain't gotta be thirsty for a hit. Take your walk. Take your base. Oh, Money Mike, why are you swinging at that? That was a thirsty swing. Don't be thirsty. 1-2 is the count. You don't want this kid to strike you out. He finna bust a Spider-Man. Here's the one to pitch. That ball got away. Let's go. Run and advance. Matty-O to second base. Let's go. Jump split that. Goofy. Pitcher, you ain't even supposed to come over there. They must have converted him into a pitcher. He must not be a traditional pitcher. More so, he just got an arm. Here's one to pitch. That ball in the dirt. I may do something for the Falcon games, Breezy. I'll do something for the Falcon games. When I'm not doing, 2 or 3 streams. Because, yeah, this is the time that we do 2 or 3 streams a day. I do need to get some kind of cookouts in, though. I do miss them. Even though only like 1 or 2 people came in when I did. Also, I got my chat thing working again, so I can definitely do it now. All right, so run advance. Here's the one to pitch. That ball outside. Swing and a miss. Sacrifice fly is the goal. Yeah, Falcon season. Yeah, we'll probably squeeze in some. As long as it's not another game coming on, or we didn't do a game prior to, then yeah, I'll fit some cookouts in there. Here's one to pitch. It's 3-1 is the count. There you go, Ozzie Albies. Take your base, Ozzie. Here's one to pitch. Thank you. How easy is that? A lot of people are camera shy. I got it, Breezy. I know. Yeah, but I really want people to have their camera on because I want to put the face with the voice and the name. Also, we got video evidence of who the people are too, if they go rogue. So yeah. Yep. One over the count. Let's go, Dubon. And Dubon hit one. And that's a pop-up. Sacrifice fly. Let's go. Come on in. And hey, they didn't even try to come in. All right, cool. 2-zip. Great job, Dubon. Let's go. Chops in the chat. There we go. Chops in the chat. Yes. Still only 2 hits. That's fine with me. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Is it? No, my bad. 1 hit. We still only got 1 hit, guys. Lane Thomas up. We still only got 1 hit. 2 runs. We got 1 hit, 2 runs. Let's go. Productive out. Correct, David Starks. Let's go, Lane. Here's the wind the pitch. He hits left-handers. This is why he was brought here. I mean, this is all the praise that I heard. That's why we let go of Eli White. When Eli White started to hit the ball, we let him go. I would let go of Yaz before I let go of Eli White. But anyway, 1-1's the count. Here's the one to pitch. Nope. Oh, yeah, you out of challenges now, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, sir. You out of challenges. Yep. You out of challenges. Thank you, Alvarez. Good job. I mean, it was within an inch, so that's a good challenge. You're within an inch, in my opinion. Here's one to pitch. Swing and a miss. I mean, Lane, guess what? They're not throwing strikes. You don't want this dude to do the Spider-Man on you. Or the Black Widow landing. You don't want him to do the Black Widow posing landing on you. You don't want it. Well, he was ready to do it, wasn't he? If it's a late call like that, is he still going to jump in the air and do a split? And do the Black Widow landing? Here's the one to pitch. That ball fouled off. 2 outs, run on first base. The score is 2-0 right now. Bottom half of the 7th inning. Braves trying to put more runs on the board. They got 2 runs and only 1 hit. 2 runs, 1 hit. Here's one to pitch. Walk it out. Let's go. We could have scored like 5 runs just off walks, guys. If our batters would not swing the bat. These guys have been pitching horribly. The starting pitcher was disgustingly bad. We just was swinging at a whole bunch of garbage. Like, come on, Braves. All you got to do, they're the Mets. Treat them like the Mets. He ain't our player, Gibby, so I don't care what he do. If he get hurt off that, that'll be the dumbest injury in the history of sports. Only thing was dumber was, I forgot what player that was who tore his Achilles playing beach volleyball. I forgot what player that was. That was the only, worst situation. Hold up. I'm just going to highlight this. I'm not going to say anything.
Breezy 1500 says, I believe that Jack Strand might be another Tom Brady story.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let the chat answer that. Jack Strand. You know Tom Brady was highly rated, but just didn't play. Jack Strand wasn't drafted. Tom Brady was drafted. Now, mind it was 6th round, but he was drafted. He did play at a major college. Okay. He played at Michigan. There's only one Tom Brady. But I sure hope you're right, Breezy. I really hope you're right. Like, for real, for real. Because that would be so unlike Atlanta to actually get the best player in any. Well, Ronald was close, but he kept getting injuries. Here's one to pitch. Also, Riley got a hold of one. It's going bad to the wall. Caught. Oh my goodness, caught. That was a. Oh man, I thought our second hit was going to be a home run. Wow. Caught at the wall, center field, left center. Oh my goodness. I thought our first hit was going to be, second hit was going to be a 3-run shot. It would have been 5-0 with 2 hits. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, but he won a Super Bowl, though. Hey, if we put Jack Strand in, he wins a Super Bowl, then guess what? He's the best quarterback in Falcon history. Any quarterback that wins the Super Bowl, yeah. Until Hurst won the Super Bowl, Nick Foles was a better quarterback. Now that he won one, Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback. See how that worked? We all know that Eli Manning isn't better than Matt Ryan. But national media and Northeast media say that Eli Manning was better because he beat Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl. Not mentioning the teams were way better defensively than us. But yeah. Highlight of training camp. Okay, Breezy. Breezy, I am not here to pee on your parade. Okay? If Jack Strand turns into Tom Brady, I will say Breezy was the first, 1500 was the first to say that Jack Strand was going to be our Tom Brady. On to the count right now. Dylan Lee in the game. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball fouled off. I would have put Ditter back out there too, Gibby. But I do understand Walt Weiss. He wants Ditter to see clean innings. Also, he got through so quickly, he's available to come in on the next game. And that ball going back to the wall, Money Mike caught it at the wall. Dylan Lee almost let the lead get cut in half. The pitching staff been pitching great, man. Pitching staff basically can't give up a run. We get mad. Oh my God, he gave up a solo shot. Dude's ERA like 2. We have pitchers like ERAs at 2.15, 2.45, and we mad. Like, bro, that is outstanding for a bullpen person. Out freaking standing. Oh, Breezy, you taking Tom Brady over Joe Montana? I'm not. I'm not. I will. I just think, it's kind of like the Jordan and LeBron thing, to be honest. But if people think Tom Brady the GOAT, that's fine. I'm not gonna argue with it. Just not my GOAT. Just not my GOAT. Swing and a miss. Dylan Lee, strike 3. You go sit down. Let's go. Go sit down like a man. Go sit down. Hey. Go sit down. Yeah, different era. Hey. Joe Montana never lost the Super Bowl. When he made it, he won. Kind of like Jordan in the finals. When he made it to the finals, he won. Once you reach that moment that you're making it, never saw Joe Montana lose a Super Bowl. Never. Now I will say he had the best coach of that era. Best design offense. Weapons out of the wazoo, but I think all that worked because of Joe Cool. Here's one to pitch that ball. Hit. Going to left field. Going back. Dubon underneath it. Out. Out number 3. Let's go. All right, guys. Going to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Good job by Dylan Lee. 3 up, 3 down. This game is moving, humming along, bro. It ain't even 2 hours. Guys, it ain't 2 hours. We're in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Bingo. Bingo, Magic Man. Bingo. That's why Montana's the goats of goats. He's the Billy Goat. That's why Jerry Rice is the Billy Goat of wide receivers. Played in the era where you go across the middle, you get your head taken off. And they don't get kicked out of the game. They tell you to pick up your chin strap and your chin and go back out there and play. Give you a little smelling sauce and that's it. You all right. Imagine Atwater in this era. They would be kicked out of the league. Imagine Scott Case in this era. Ronnie Lott in this era. Mike Singletary with his devastating tackles. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. What? Sean Taylor. Imagine Lawrence Taylor in this age. Lawrence Taylor broke Joe Theismann's leg, and he wasn't even kicked out the game. On to the count. Here's one to pitch. Reggie White is the greatest defensive player of all time. Not even a question. The most unblockable force in the history of the NFL. Here's one to pitch. Swing and a miss. Down goes JJ. JJ bat got a hole in it. But we've been done known that. He come up clutch in certain parts. You know what I'm saying? His defense was kind of struggling. But I think he's back on track now. Lawrence Taylor invented, well, not invented pass rushing, but he was also on drugs. He didn't feel no pain because he was high, like extremely. Here's one to pitch, allegedly. South side. Yeah, but there's never been another Lawrence Taylor. I guess Aaron Donald is the closest. Here's the one to pitch. I guess of this generation, Aaron Donald is probably the closest. We had Derek Thomas. Here's one to pitch. LT, linebacker. Yeah. I mean, can't be matched. I still think the Minister of Defense was the best defender to ever walk the planet Earth. Hey, Drake Baldwin didn't swing. He actually took his walks. Imagine that. They could have been did that. Man, we could have had, look, we literally could have had like 7 runs. 6 or 7 runs How many times? I mean, they were not throwing strikes the entire game. Like, it doesn't make any sense that we're in a 2-0 game right now. They should have walked in 3 runs, how bad they've been pitching tonight. Like, seriously, bro. That's how bad the Mets have been pitching tonight. The starter pitcher was horrible. We just was getting ourselves out with selfish swings. Here's a winding pitch. Look at that, man. That's walk. That reflects positively on your base, on your batting average. Like, just walk. Here's a winding pitch. Exactly, Breezy. Yeah. Yeah, he would have been suspended. You can't even look at a quarterback, let alone hurt him like that. He just walked away. Here's a winding pitch. Strike. Back in the day, they used to really try to maim you. Not hurt you, maim you back in the day. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to break a body part. Here's the winding pitch. That ball way out. That's all you got to do. They're not throwing strikes the entire game. Walk. Golly, man. Back in the day, they ain't trying to hit you and hurt you. They try to maim you, bro. Here's the winding pitch. They trying to break a body part. And Ronald swung at ball 4 and popped it up selfishly. And that's why you can't call. And that's why you can't call. That's why you can't call him the GOAT. Y'all just proved my point. Thank you, Monkey Business. Y'all just proved my point. You can't call somebody the GOAT in a software era. If you want to say they're the GOAT of their era, fine. But not the Billy GOAT, not the all-time GOAT, not the GOAT of GOATs. Not the one on the top of the mountain chewing on a can. No. Here's a winding pitch. Georgia Dog said, who's Joe Theismann? He was a star quarterback for the Washington Redskins back in the day. Now they're called the Commanders. Back in the day. And Lawrence Taylor broke his leg and then just walked away. No personal foul. Here's a winding pitch. I mean, I know a lot of players back in the day couldn't play in this age. Especially defense. Mike Geiger, what's up, fam? Better late than never. Appreciate you coming through. I see you. Matty O, that's a home run. Get it up out of here. Ho, 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 ho. He smoked that thing. Let's go. It's Matty O. Let's go. MVP's in the chat, man. Let's go. 2-run shot. 4-0. We got 2 hits and 4 runs. Where they do that at? Here in Atlanta. Let's go. Guys, we got 2 hits and 4 runs. Guys, we got 2 hits and 4 runs, guys. We easily should have like 8 runs. MVP's in the chat, man. Both hits are home runs. Yep, Mike Geiger. Exactly. Oh, no, they're not talking about it. Hey, they're going regular hit. Money Mike with a regular hit. Let's go. Money in the chat. Our most consistent hitter for average is Money Mike. What a turnaround for Money Mike. Do you guys think Money Mike should win Most Improved Player? Nah, he already won Rookie of the Year. He can't win Most Improved. Mike Singletary couldn't play in this era. Facts. Swing elements. A lot of players couldn't. Jesse Tuggle couldn't. Man, they ain't calling the hammer for no reason. Jesse used to lay the wood, the hammer, on one account. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball fouled off. He still ain't throwing. He's still not throwing strikes, and we swinging at 9 strikes. Ozzie, they ain't throwing strikes. What are we doing? Matty O leading the league in home runs, but he ain't in MVP race. What a travesty. Braves are what, 2 or 3 games behind the Brewers for the #1 spot in baseball. And Matthew Olson is not an MVP candidate. What the are they thinking? Of course I remember Scott Case. He couldn't play in this. Brian Jordan couldn't play in this era. How they put pillows on these wide receivers. Brian Jordan used to lay the wood. Scott Case, Brian Jordan was houses out there, man. Chuck Cecil. Chuck Cecil with the Cardinals also. Yep. That's what I'm saying. Ray Lewis. These guys come, and you think about it, Ray Lewis was in the 2000s. Well, think about how much they done governed the game and taking defense. Look, this is the thing, guys. I want to let you guys on a secret. Hey, come closer. Come closer. Let me let you in on the secret. Today's sports don't like defense. They're legislating defense out of the game, out of every sport. Every sport, they're legislating defense out of the game. All right, now I just shared that. Don't tell nobody I said that. All right? That's a secret between us, all right? Y'all got that? Brian Dawkins. Brian Dawkins kind of crossed over into this era. But nah, he was gone with Ray Lewis. So yeah. Calvin Ridley. You mean the dude that quit on the Falcons? My God, I have not been watching the Little League World Series. I have not. I have not. I've seen a couple of highlights. Here's the one in the pitch. That ball fouled off. You guys got a team from Montana in it? David Starks, that's where every sport is more entertaining to put more points up. And that's why defense is legislated out of, or slowly being legislated out of sports. Southside know the truth. Southside know the truth. He ain't been the same without Matt. He has not been the same without Matt Ryan. He had one decent season without him. Here's one to pitch. And that ball hit going out there, and Yaz got it. That's out. That's one out. Let's go, Iggy. Here we are. Love is a battlefield. Bars in the chat. One knows account. Luis Robert Jr. is up the bat. Here's a wind to pitch. Never the same after his rookie after the first 3 years of his career. Monkey Business 2023 defense was a product of our weak schedule, in my opinion. Actually, last year defense was better than 2023 defense. Here's a wind to pitch. Swing and a miss. Go sit down. Let's go, Iggy.
Go sit down like a man. Go sit down. Hey. Go sit down. Hey. Go sit down. Hey.
Hey. High fastball. Got him. Well, he has definitely not been the same since he left the White Sox. He wasn't the same when he was still with the White Sox. Don't play with the Mets again. One more. That's right. Let's go. Here's the wind to pitch. Strike. Let's get it. Oh, that was a Lane that made the catch. Thank you, Kenneth. So Lane, that's right. Lane came in the pinch hit. He replaced Yaz. Okay. Appreciate that. Here's one to pitch. And that should be the end of the game. Matteo steps on the bat. Dubs in the chat in record time. Oh, my goodness. 2 hours and 12-minute game. Dubs in the chat, man. 2 hours and 12 minutes. Dubs in the chat. Let's go. Dubs in the chat.
2001 Southside B7E says.
Big Dubs, photo zip.
2012 Falcons offense was also dangerous. Monkey Business 8779 says. Big Dubs. Breezy 1500 says. DWW. David Starks Eek 7XR says. W. Breezy 1500 has donated 200 jewels and says sent Jammin for 200 jewels.
Appreciate you, Breezy.
Mike Geiger 7871 says. Dub.
Dub.
2001 Southside B7E
Appreciate your Magic
says,
Man as always.
Big Dubs. Magic Man 2 says. W cheers for the stream and the fun. Oishir ATL says. Man, that was one of the fastest games I've watched yet.
It really was.
Oishir ATL says. W. Monkey Business 8779 says. Much needed W, thank you sir. Kenneth Clark 24 says. See everyone for tomorrow and see if Matt can break the records.
Let's go.
Joe Stardacow says. W.
Matt Olson is the leader right now in home runs in Major League Baseball. I repeat, Matt Olson is the leader in home runs. I know he's tied with Jordan. I know he's tied with Jordan Alvarez. But he is the leader in home runs as we speak right now. And they better start talking about him as an MVP candidate. They better. Great game by Martin Perez. Great game. Co-players of the game, Martin Perez and do I want to say Matteo? Because really all we needed was one run. Ozzie Albies hit the first one, and that's all we needed. I guess they had the insurance, Matty O. Insurance, Matty O. All right. Insurance, Matty O. So, yeah. Only hits we had were home runs and then Money Mike. Yeah, 2-0 would have did it. 2-0 would have did it. So, yeah, I can't split it up between Ozzie or Matty-O. So, I'm just going to say the pitching staff as a whole because they had a shutout game, 4-hit shutout. Pitching staff gets the game ball, entire pitching staff. Bats did just enough to win. Really, it was only two hits until Money Mike got that other hit, so it was 3 hits. But really and truthfully, it was just 2 hits. Scored 4 runs off 2 hits. Two-run shots.
Lila Maristrellun Top 1023 says, Bro Falcons 2016 offense and 2025 mixed WI5H 2017 defense is unstoppable and Super Bowl.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't go back and collect these defenses like the Time, the Soul, and the Power Stone. If we could, yeah, that would be awesome. That I agree with you right there. On top, I agree with you. One of these days, we're going to put it all together with the Falcons and the Hawks. Hopefully, I'm above the ground to enjoy it with my family. That's the dream. But at least I've been blessed enough to watch one with my beautiful wife and my son. And I got to watch one with my mother, too. God rest her soul. She loved the Braves. Mama and dad. Whole family did. Yep, that was 90. That was a 95 Braves that we got to enjoy. You know. Unfortunately, she did not see the 2021 championship. All right, so 4-0, way to bounce back. All right, we win tomorrow, we win the series. So let's win tomorrow. How about that? Let's win tomorrow. That's a novel idea, right? Let's win tomorrow. All right, guys, we're up out of here. Yeah. Short night. I don't have to eat late. Wow, I don't know what to do with myself. All right, guys. We're up out of this thing. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. We appreciate every last one of you guys coming through. Hopefully you guys like the content and the commentary. And we'll be back again. Peace up. A-Town down. Deuces.